Hey simps, what's going on, and welcome back to What Shall We Do Next. I'm Mike, your host, and I hope you guys are having the best day ever. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video, and before I get started, please subscribe if you are new here with the notification bell on. We're on the road to 158,000 subscribers, and I would sure love you to join me on this journey, so hit subscribe and join the fam. Now, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm a little bit sick. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's allergies, or I have a cold, or maybe I have the Rona, who knows? But I am kind of blocked up and a little raspy, so just try to deal with that if you can. You may see some snot drippage throughout this video, but suck it up, buttercup. It's natural. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Yeah, I may seem a little happy, but that's because I'm kind of nervous. I may cry during this video. I'm just throwing that out there. I might actually start fucking ugly crying. But as you guys know, I've been telling you guys about my dreams that I have, and I'm a very frequent dreamer. I dream pretty much every single night. Sometimes I forget the dreams, sometimes I remember them. In fact, most of the time, I remember them. The other day, I had, not last night, but the night before, I probably had one of the worst dreams I've ever had in my life. So you guys know Tina, my beautiful, beautiful wife, and, I can't even say it. I literally had a dream that she was murdered with an axe by some fucking guy, and I still remember what he looks like, and I swear to God, if I ever see him, I will cut your fucking throat and rip your eyeballs out. Oh, sorry, guys. Did I say that out loud? Moving on. No, but seriously, though, this dream, I'm goofing right now because, it was a very hurtful dream, and I'll try and be, like, serious with you guys. When I told Tina this last night, I didn't tell her until last night. I went through the whole day, just like, I had this newfound love and appreciation for her that I never thought I could find. I already thought I loved her to the max, you know? Not to sound like a simp or anything, but, like, you know, I do love Tina, even though she's a girl and girls have cooties. But I did feel like this dream was, like, it wasn't just your average dream. Like, I've had my fair share of horrible dreams, but this was without a doubt one of the worst I've ever actually had. And I'm just gonna quickly tell you guys, like, how it went. Now, it's kind of confusing. You know how dreams cut from one scene to another, so you're just gonna have to try and envision it the way I explain it to you. I'll try my best to put it into, like, a visionary for you. But so I was dreaming that we were in this house. Now, there was this, I'm not sure if you guys seen it. A couple of months ago, there was this thing that came out, and it was on a website called Shudder, which is like a like a knockoff version of Netflix. And I watched it. I can't remember what it was called, though. It was kind of like, it was a group of British girls, and they were on, like, a video chat. It was during the lockdown, when the coronavirus was, like, going on at the beginning of all of this. So there was this, like, show, and there was, like, a group of girls in a video call, and it kind of felt like you were in the video call with them, because it was, like, separate screens, like the video webcams on screen. And that's how it was throughout the duration of the entire movie. But it was a very short movie. It was literally, like, 30 minutes long, if I remember right. Can't remember what it was called. It was actually pretty spooky. And it was kind of like an indie thing. But anyway, this has nothing to do with it. All I'm trying to get to here by telling you this useless information is that the bedroom that took place in my dream actually looked kind of like one of the girls' bedrooms in that. How I remember that, I have no idea, but it's just the way the bedroom looked. So anyway, in the dream, it was kind of a dingy, like, light bulb in the bedroom. The bedroom was kind of bare. There wasn't anything really in there. The curtains were closed, so it was very dark and gloomy. Now, I was in this room, and I don't remember killing this guy, but, like, I killed this guy, right? He had long black hair, and he was laying dead on the floor with a hatchet next to him. And that was the same hatchet that he had used to kill Tina, and she was laying in the bed, and just the way she looked, it was fucking horrible. Like, I can't even express that in, like, it just... Like, when you have a dream, this is, I'm so fucking angry right now because it's so hard for me to translate how horrific this was. It was so realistic. She had been struck in the back of the head with the axe, so the back of her head was, like, I didn't see the actual wound because Tina has such thick, beautiful black hair, and, like, her hair was all fucked up in this dream, and, like, knotted and, like, messy, and blood like just dried in. Every part of her hair had blood on it, and it was like dried and crispy, and like it was just awful. And her face was like, she was like completely pale, like white. There was just no life in her face at all. The front of her face looked okay. She just had like specks of blood. She was laying on the bed, and I had used that axe that he killed her with. I must have picked it up, and then I used it to fucking kill him, and he was dead. I killed him I struck him in the head with it, and he was on the ground also covered in blood and shit and guts and eyeballs and whatever. And so I didn't give a fuck about that guy, but I was like thinking, is something happened in the dream? Now, I don't know how it would work in real life if this actually took place, but I remember thinking, fuck, I've got two dead bodies here who've both got similar, like, injuries, or like they both died in very similar ways. I'm standing here with the hatchet that killed both of them. Like, I'm gonna go down for this. And so for some reason, I'm sure in real life I wouldn't act like that, and I certainly wouldn't leave Tina. But for some reason, I was thinking, I gotta get rid of this hatchet. So I took it out, and I was in a house. I left this house, and then I ended up on the street, which is not far from where I live. Well, you guys won't understand, but there's like a street, and there, in real life, there is no garbage can there, but in the dream, there was a garbage can, and the garbage can was like full of sand. And so I threw this hatchet into the trash can, and I just walked away. I continued walking forward. Later on in the dream, I found myself at my grandma's house in the bedroom, in her bedroom with my cousin who's a girl. And she was like straightening her hair or something like that, or like doing something with her hair. And I was on my phone and I was frantically trying to type in, like, there was no Facebook or Snapchat or anything like that, or WhatsApp. It was like, it was kind of like going back to the old days, you know, where you type in somebody's phone number or their name on your contacts, to like text or call them. So I remember trying to type in Tina's number, and I was getting so angry because as I was typing in these numbers, the wrong numbers were coming up on the screen. Now, I've read that that's a very common thing to happen in dreams, like your brain can't manifest certain things. So like you type in the number 4 and the number 9 is going to show on the screen. And it was like, the funny thing is I don't even know Tina's number in real life. Like, I don't memorize that sort of thing. So, but for some reason in the dream, I knew her number, and I was like trying to call her. I was trying to dial her number, and I couldn't get the fucking number to come out right. And it was so frustrating. And I remember feeling like really, really bad at that point. Like, the worst part was the feeling that I'd left her there, just dead on the bed like that. And it was just the worst, most horrific feeling ever of like guilt. I'd never felt so much guilt in all of my life. And I'm telling you this, like, even when I woke up, I still felt this. And I sobbed. I'll get to that after. But like, let me go through this, just go through the scenes with you. So that, my cousin starts saying to me, something about, I can't remember for sure, but I remember her saying something about like you need to calm down or something like that. You need to just stop worrying, you know, like trying to reassure me of something. But I'm just like literally thinking, like, I've just fucking killed someone who's just killed my fucking future wife, you know. So of course I'm a little frantic right now, and I was pissed off because I was trying to type these numbers and it was not coming out right on the phone. The wrong numbers were coming up with each number I typed. So cut to the next scene, because I don't know how this happens, but I'm at my mom's house, and in my mom's house, I was in my old bedroom, which actually used to be my great-grandma's house, and it was totally different back then. So the way the house looked now was not how the house used to look when my great-grandma owned the house, and also the way it used to look when my great-grandma lived there, that's how it looked in the dream. Now, in my bedroom, it wasn't a bedroom anymore. It was kind of like, there was like some kind of bench against the wall, and there was some kind of house party going on because there was a bunch of people in the house, and I was in this bedroom. My uncle was there, my aunt was there, and they were both sitting in front of me on this bench. And I say to them, I start sort of like panicking, and I shut the door, and I'm ready to open up to somebody about what had just happened. And I start like panicking, and I'm like coming up to them, and I'm like, I've done something really bad. And they're like, and my Aunt Claire she says something about doing drugs. And she's like, have you been doing drugs? Like, I know that sounds funny, but in the dream it was kind of annoying because like I felt like they weren't listening to me. They kept assuming things before I managed to get out what I had done. And I was like, no, I really have fucked up big time. And then I said, I killed somebody. And I started crying in the dream. I remember crying, and I explained to them what happened to Tina and that she's just there in this apartment on her own in this bedroom, laying on this white bed. Everything was white in that room too, like a yellowish color because of the light bulb was so dim. And it was so gloomy and depressing, and I hated myself for leaving Tina in a place like that. Like, if that was real life, I would not leave her fucking side. I would not leave her side. But in the dream, I was like going from everybody in my family's house. It was weird. The next thing that I remember is somehow I get from there to, I really can't remember. I got someplace else. I don't remember where I was though. I was indoors. I was in somebody's house. And I remember, hold on, it's coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. Oh, it's right there. I can, shush. Everybody, shut the fuck up and let me concentrate for a second. Okay, I think I was at my other grandmother's. I'm not too sure. I'm still getting the vision of where I was, but I don't recognize it. It looks different, but the layout of the room looks like my other grandparents. So I'm thinking that I was there. Let's just go with that for now. If I remember rightly, I'll correct it in the comments. But I'm still trying to contact Tina, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like calling her and calling her and calling her. And eventually, like, people are saying to me, like, you need to let go. You need to give up. And people thought I was going crazy because I was trying to call Tina, who was just dead. You know, she's just died. And surprisingly, she actually answered the call. Now, Tina, on the video call on my phone, she was still in that bedroom. She was still in the bedroom. I could see the door, I could see the wall, I could see the bed with the white bed sheets, but I didn't see any blood this time. Now, Tina's hair in real life is almost down to her waist, but in the dream, it was like it was when I first met her, which was like kind of shoulder length. And she was just being kind of passive-aggressive and a little bit like sarcastic, but in a weird way. Like, it just, I said this to Tina, like, it was not her. That was not Tina. That was something else. It just didn't seem like Tina. There was something wrong with it. The way it was talking, the way it was, like, its expressions, the way it was looking at me. It was not my fucking Tina. It was not. It was something else. It wasn't like she just came back and I was, like, saying, like, I don't think I remember I said anything, actually. In that part of the dream, I didn't say nothing, but Tina was talking to me. And she was kind of being, like, she was being, like, a little flirty with me in a way. And also being, like, just, I don't know, it's really weird. Like, she was being nice, but not, like, she wasn't being horrible or mean or anything. She was being nice, but I could see, like, I knew it was not her. It's so hard to explain. Unless you knew Tina, and then you knew the stream, you wouldn't understand, but, like, it was not her. I knew that for a fact. Now, when I woke up from that dream, because I think that's all I remember, I don't remember anything else. When I woke up, I had the worst pain in my chest. It felt like somebody was squeezing my fucking heart. It was awful. I woke up, I was laying on my back, and I was like, and I started to, like, hyperventilate, and then I broke down. I literally went into a mental breakdown. Now, this isn't uncommon. Like, I've done this many times before. I feel like it's exhaustion with, mixed with, like, the trauma of these type of dreams, especially when they feel so real. And I sobbed. I went into, like, ugly crying. I just sat there, I was like, and then I was doing that thing where you just go, like that. I went ugly crying. And I looked at my phone. It was an hour earlier than my alarm was set. And then when I woke up, I did wake up fully, I sent Tina a good morning message. And then when my phone went, when I heard that sound of her texting me back, it was the most beautiful fucking feeling ever. Just, I just was so nice to her all day. I think she knew there was something a little weird about me that day because I kept telling her how much I love her. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I kept telling her how much I love her and how much I appreciate her and how like I'm just so lucky to have her. And later on in the night, I was like, hey, I gotta tell you something about that dream that I had. I told her I had a dream, but I never told her what it was. And when I told her, she was like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, Mike, I can't believe you dreamt that. Like, I'm so sorry. And she was like so nice to me. And I just told her, like, I really love you. Like, I love you so much. And if that ever happened in real life, I would not leave her. But I think the thing that upset me the most about that dream was I felt guilty that I left her there. And it was horrible. It was the most disgusting fucking feeling I've ever had. Woo! But that was a depressing story. I'm sure there was more to it, but it's like I've kind of blacked parts of it out already. Maybe Tina will remember it because I told her like the whole thing. I sent her like a video of me telling it, and it went on for like 20 minutes. Which is almost like the length of this video. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section what the fuck. Like, isn't that just the most disturbing dream ever? Have you ever had, question of the day, have you ever had a dream like that where somebody you really, really love and care about and you're extremely protective of, have you ever had a dream that they've been killed right in front of you? And like, you wake up in some kind of fucking post-traumatic like stress. I don't know, it's like you're starting to go into some kind of breakdown. It's awful. Let me know if that's ever happened to you. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a big fat juicy like on it. I would really appreciate that. And remember the most important thing, chase your dreams, keep on fighting, and don't let anybody bring you down. I will see you right back here tomorrow for another video. Peace out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoy my videos and you would like to support me and my channel more and also be featured in my videos, go check out my Patreon. Link is in the description. I would really appreciate any help you guys have to offer. As you can see, we have different tiers, different rewards, so go over there, check it out, and I would really appreciate that. Every little helps. Thank you so much. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell on, and also follow me on all my social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Snapchat. So go follow me on all of those, and remember the most important thing, I love you guys, and chase your dreams.